Hi, this is Ria. Welcome to Korea. Okay, so I know it's been a while since I've updated on the channel, but it's because I want to talk about that because I've been really busy with college, so my college hasn't started yet. I am moving abroad. I am moving to South Korea to study visual communication and design. Okay, so right before Mao cut me off and the bus cut me off, I am moving to South Korea, Yongin in South Korea, and I'm going to be studying visual communication and design at Tangkuk University. This is my first semester is not going to be studying mainly, but it's going to be about Korean language because I am a little under the required language proficiency, which is level 4 or 5, and I'm supposedly a level 3. I did not do really well on my topic test to guarantee that, but yeah, and I've been super busy with moving. I'm I've been really held up in the visa work, honestly. The visa work has been super hectic, and I finally did get an agent to do the work for me because it's pretty complicated getting a visa, as anybody who's traveled abroad would know. And yeah, I've spent the last week since CBSE kids would relate, our results came late. So I've been pretty, busy getting my documents apostilled and sent to the embassy, and getting mailing it to Korea after that, and it's been really hectic the past few weeks, and I haven't even started packing yet. I am yet to go buy my essentials, which is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to go get my essentials done. I need to get my hair done again. Priorities. But yeah, I need to get my hair done. I need to go shopping, get some stuff sorted out. And I was under the impression until now that I would be flying with my parents because they were very hell-bent, it's your first year, we can't let you go alone. But I don't think anybody tells you how difficult it is to get a travel visa for South Korea. My parents have been really struggling to get in. There's a token system at the embassy and you really can't get in, and people start lining up at 6 a.m. to get into the embassy, and it's such a mess. And I'm leaving in, as of when I'm recording this, it's the 17th, and I'm leaving on the 27th. And I just hope to God my visa comes in 10 days so that I can have a peaceful journey. And yeah, it's just been super hectic time right now. Yeah, I don't know how much attention this video is gonna get, but if you're going to Bangkok University 2022 batch freshman year, please comment, please hit me up. Like we don't have the system where you interact with your peers in advance, because everything just runs really last has been running really last minute. So if you've applied to Korea, or if you're applying to apply to Korea, there's one thing you want to know, if you're joining in fall semester, a lot of it is gonna clash with your final exams. Especially if you're a CBSE kid, it's all gonna clash. It's all gonna happen at the same time. Just saying, it's probably gonna be the most stressful period of time for you. So it's just something I would say that you need to know before you move to Korea if you're moving after your 12th grade. Be prepared to wait for your result, to wait for your university acceptance letters. Be ready to wait and be calm. That's all I would say. Don't panic about it, because you're just going to end up stressing yourself out more, and there's nothing you can do to rush the process. There's no point in you freaking out. And I would honestly suggest to anybody who plans to apply to Korea in general as a university, study Korean. And I'm not just talking, learn the language writing wise. I'm talking work on a certain level of fluency. You need to be able to, survive to a certain extent on your own. You cannot walk into the country blind. Don't do that to yourself. Learn hunger. Learn how to speak. Like regular stuff like 안녕하세요, 죄송합니다, 감사합니다, 이거 주세요. This place 어디예요? Learn Korean. You would need to survive, like you would learn a language to survive in India. Like, it's try to adapt to the culture as much as you can, honestly. And on a side note, don't just learn, the 안녕하세요, 감사합니다, 죄송합니다. Learn the 어디, 어떻게, 언제 means when, 어떻게 means how, 어디 means where. Learn enough Korean for you to be able to tell sentences like 화장실 어디예요. Stuff you would use like in a general normal conversation. Learn as much vocabulary as you can if you can, like it's completely slipping my mind, but yeah, learn as much vocabulary as you can. Like, a book is check. If I'm not wrong, chopsticks are chokara. Fork is poke, and just random bunch of Korean words. But yeah, you get my point. Learn as much Korean as you can to survive. Like, something that's been freaking me out personally about moving is, like, now that I'm going alone, I'm not even worried about. I was originally a little freaked out about the fact that I have to, switch planes from Delhi. I know, normal stuff, but I've never traveled alone. I grew up pretty sheltered and protected, so I'm sometimes, like, always, like, really doubtful, like, oh, can I do this on my own? Like, 저 괜찮을 거야. 그치? 괜찮을 거야. I know I can survive, but there's always going to be a little doubt in my head in the beginning of it all, like, can I really do this? Never traveled domestically alone, let alone internationally, sort of system. And yeah, but I think the main thing I want you to know before moving to Korea is you need to believe in yourself. Something I'm still working on. You need to have faith in yourself to the point that if it came to the worst, I can survive alone. Like, maybe you're pretty hesitant about making friends, or you feel homesick your first term, and you don't know if you're gonna be able to manage this big change. I feel like, personally, to a certain extent, you need to be able to survive on your own. Like, no one's telling you, like, you have to be alone, but I feel it's always good to have a skill where you can survive on your own and you don't always need everybody's help. I'm just ranting at this point. Something I honestly get asked so often is, like, why Korea? It's sad, really, how, honestly, to a certain extent, so many people in my life just have such a not a very positive, I would say, point of view about Korea. I heard from a lot of people that I should be prepared for the amount of, okay, this is going to be very controversial, but how much racism I'm going to be getting about moving to Korea. Why am I moving to an Asian country when I'm going to get racially profiled very often? It doesn't make sense moving to an Asian country. Why not move to Europe, and why not move to America or a Western country? But my question is, why not? Why not? Like, actually, why not? What's so different between moving to an Asian country than moving to Europe and a Western country? Like, of course, like, the culture is different, the way you view a lot of the perspectives are different, but it's the same struggle about moving abroad, regardless of where you move. We're all in the same boat. Like, it's all about adapting. And why not Korea? Honestly, like, some of the nicest people I met through applications are the Koreans. Like, shout out to all my Korean advisors that I had when I was interviewing. They would call you up, like, when I had doubts, and if I had anything urgent with my documents, or, like, with my with like my applications, like, oh, I'm not sure about this, about that, I would write to advisors and they would get back to me so fast always. I'm not just talking about Dunkirk. Dunkirk, shout out to Dunkirk. Dunkirk was so nice to me all term, and I was a mess. Honestly, personal experiences, I was I was probably one of the most terrible applicants that anybody has ever had. I was, first things first, during passport check, I did not have my passport because I was not aware of a check. I was clumsy. I was late to my interview. I was I was hands down one of the most panicked and all over the place applicant out there. But I was never ridiculed for it. I was never yelled at for it. I was always treated with such kindness. Like, they were always like, the uncle was really nice to me. Even now, through my entire application process, they've been so nice to me. They've all constantly helping me, like, or do you need any help from us about this document, that document, do you need me to talk to the embassy about your visa? They've honestly been so caring. And actually, sometimes, like, during my application process, I would be so stressed because I'm studying for my board exams. I am studying for Korean entrance exams all at the same time. It was to the point where during my history board exam, I didn't have time to go home. I went to my friend's house nearby to write another 3-hour Korean exam for a entrance exam for college. And at that point, I was so stressed. I was really like just burnt out, and I was thinking to myself, like, why am I even doing this? Like, what I it's easy to forget what motivates you to do what you want to do in that moment. But like, always, like, even in those stressful moments when there were Korean invigilators taking my exam, they were so nice to me after the exams, like, oh, 밥 먹었어요, 괜찮으신가요, are you okay, did you eat, is how did you what did you think about the exam, 시험 어때요? And it's honestly sometimes just the hospitality that keeps me going. Like, they are some of the most down to earth people I've met. And I'm not even exactly met a lot of Koreans. I have not interacted with my peers yet. I'm just talking on my experiences with the educational department, with the admissions department. Just my experience based with them was what motivated me to a very large extent. Because, yeah, why not Korea? That's like, when someone asks me why Korea, my only question is, why not? Why not? They're a very developed country. They have extremely high quality of education. They have great working opportunities. Why not? Like, just because it's not an English speaking country, and a country which you're required to learn a different language for, does not make it like not a as good opportunity as it is to move to a Western country. I felt moving to a country where you have to learn a new language, adapt to a new culture, I felt like that's a better opportunity than moving abroad, than something I'm familiar with. But maybe that's just me, because one of the main reasons I love moving to Korea is just the language, the culture, the language, and it feels so much at home. Like, I applied to Italy as well to study, and I was very well versed with my peers by the time my seat confirmation time came around, and I was really good friends with a lot of people in Italy, and I was really leaning towards Italy, but I decided not to because I felt like I was giving up on a dream that I've always had, which is of moving to Korea. A shout out to AUR, American University of Rome. They were some of the nicest. Admissions departments was super nice. My student counselor was super nice. My peers, shout out to my friends in Italy. Like, yo, hi, ciao, and Italy was Italy was my backup. I was always dead set on moving abroad. Moving abroad was out of the question. I was not keen on studying in India. I was always hell bent on going abroad to study, and that's always been a dream of mine. But it was always the question like, do you move when you're 18 or do you wait till you're 21? I decided to move at 18 because I felt like it would be easier for me to adapt. Also because I couldn't wait. I didn't want to wait that long. I'm an arts kid. You want to go out there and build a portfolio. You want to be exposed to different cultures. You want to build not just like your physical portfolio, but like your mental portfolio. You want to be prepared for things that you only learn through traveling and through being immersed in cultures and just being out there. There are things that school can't teach you, which traveling teaches you. And I felt like, moving at 18 it's difficult. It's scary. Even now, I'm so scared. I had to take a nap before shooting this because I was so nervous about, I got all my travel details for Korea, like where to do my COVID test and where to find my ride for college and everything. And it's stressful. It's scary. It's something that's new to me. But at the same time, I would be lying if I'm not excited. It's something so new, and I'm so glad every day that I made the decision to move to South Korea. And I just wanted to keep you all in the loop about what's really happening. I know I haven't uploaded since my first video. But shout out to my friends, shout out to everybody who helped boost up the first video. Please do the same for this. And yeah, so this has been Ria, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and share if you want to, and if you're from Danko, please hit me up. Bye.